How come you're not home yet by this time of the day?
Hi Michelle. I'm on a business trip at the moment.
A business trip? How could you do that? So you mean you left my son all alone in this house? Don't you know your place as a wife? It's right here, in the house.
Michelle, your son is a grown man, I must say, and he is capable of taking care of himself. This is a trip I couldn't pass up as it will help me in advancing my career.
Your career? Do you know how stupid you sound? That is all you think of. Career this and career that. You're married, for crying out loud. Your priority should be your husband. Why are you so uncultured?
There was never a problem with me having a job. I had one before I met Toby, and the fact that I'm an independent woman is part of what makes our relationship so great. Your son knows all this and understands. He even encouraged me to go on this trip.
Of course, why wouldn't he? Who knows what twisted lies you told him for him to agree to such an absurd request? Women these days.
Please, I don't like the direction this conversation is going. How did you even know I wasn't home? Did Toby tell you?
I'm at your house. I came to see my son because today is his day off. Imagine my shock when he told me you wouldn't be coming home today. Why would you bother yourself with making money when you have a husband who is perfectly capable of making it for both of you?
Well, with both of us working, Toby doesn't have to work so hard, so we have time to spend together.
You know what? I'm really not comfortable with my son staying alone in the house. What will he eat? Leftovers and stale food? I'll be staying with him until you return.
Michelle, that is not necessary. There's no need for you to stay.
Just shut up, okay? If you know what's necessary, why then are we having this conversation? For how long will you be on this trip?
Another week.
You see? You're really heartless for someone who claims to love my son. I'm staying, and that's final.
Okay, no problem. If that's what you want, then fine.
Oh, just leave me alone. I can't talk to you right now.
Hey baby, how are you doing?
Sweetie, I'm good. Sorry I missed your call. I was in the bathroom getting ready.
Oh, I was afraid you went to bed already.
Well, I am tired. It's been a hectic day. I really can't wait for this trip to be over. I miss you so much.
I miss you too, my love. Just take it easy, okay?
Sure.
Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about my mom wanting me to stay over for a few days. She said she already spoke to you about it, so what do you think?
Babe, I can't stop your mom from being with her son. If she wants to spend some time with you, and you do too, then I have no problem with that.
I know that, I just wanted to be certain you were okay with it, seeing how it was impromptu and all. Besides, it would be great to have someone else in the house. Maybe I won't have to miss you so much.
Well, if that's the case, then I envy you. Because it's just me in this big hotel room and everything reminds me of you.
Don't worry, it's only for a short while. This is the first time your company's trusting you with such a project. You couldn't miss it. And then, you know how much my mom will readily jump on any excuse to take care of me.
Well, she said it's for the period I'll be away, so no problem. I'm glad you won't be lonely, sweetie.
Sure, although she's already taken over, given orders left and right. I'm already scheduled to take her to the grocery store tomorrow.
LOL, have fun. I need to go now. I have an early day tomorrow, so I need to get all the sleep I can get.
Sure, honey. I'll call you tomorrow morning before you step out. Good night, baby. I love you.
I love you too. Good night.
Helen, I didn't know you were this lazy. How despicable. Did your mother not raise you right?
Hi, Michelle. What did I do?
Look at your kitchen. Why are there so many gadgets in there? Is this a showroom or what?
I don't understand, Michelle. We use them all.
What do you need a dishwasher for? You have an oven that basically does all the baking for you. I went into your laundry room and I saw your washing machine. Why would you have a washing machine in your house? Are you running a laundromat?
These are basic things we have. Why are you making such a big deal about it?
All these things make you lazy. A good wife washes clothes with her bare hands. It shows the love and dedication she is investing in the marriage. A good wife cooks fresh meals every day for her husband. Instead, you have your fridge stocked with food that are days old and a microwave that warms them. Warmed food is never fresh, Helen. Why are you so lazy?
Your son never complained about any of it. We've been married 2 years now, and he's fine with it.
Ugh, so this is what my poor boy has been going through all this while, at your hands. I thought leaving you both to find your way was the smart thing to do, but clearly I was wrong. You need a lesson on how to be a good wife, and my son is too soft to teach it to you. No worries though, I'll help you out.
Michelle, I don't need your help in anything.
Clearly you do. If not, why am I the one cleaning almost all the rooms in your house as we speak? And speaking of cleaning, I need the key to your study. It's the last place I'll be cleaning.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
I'm cleaning the entire house, dummy. That includes your study.
The key is here with me, and even if it wasn't, that is my private place with a lot of private stuff. I don't want you in there.
There must be a spare somewhere here. Just tell me where it is and stop being obstinate. You should be happy I'm doing what you've been neglecting to do.
No, Michelle, you're not getting into my study.
So, you have something to hide. That is it, huh? I should have known. I'll get you though, silly girl. Just watch.
Michelle, no need to make a big deal out of all this. Michelle.
Helen, we need to talk.
Wow, what's up? If it's not urgent, we can talk about it when I get home. I'm about to leave the hotel now.
That's why I'm here. Don't bother leaving the hotel. There is nothing for you to come back to.
What do you mean?
My son wants a divorce.
What? Is this a sick joke or what?
Come on, Helen. Since you've known me, have I joked with you? I'm serious. Toby is tired of living with you. Your absence from his life made him realize how much of a failed wife you are. Come on, if we're being honest, you know my son is a gem and he deserves way more than you.
I don't believe this.
This is for your own good as well. He's releasing you to keep on chasing your career and going on trips like you're already doing. Just don't bother coming back to the house.
Toby and I spoke yesterday. He said nothing like this to me. We're not even quarreling. And you bring this to me?
How will you know how he truly feels when you're 1,000 miles away? You foolish girl. Don't you see he needs a woman that will always be home to tend to his needs? I'll find the right woman for him, and you'll keep on focusing on your career.
This is all a sick ploy, and I'm not having it. So he wants to divorce me and he sends his mother to do the job? Doesn't sound like the Toby I know.
You'll keep doubting even when the truth is staring you in the face? Fine. I'm sending over the divorce papers. It's already signed on his end, so you sign yours and we'll have this done with.
My God, what is this? You can't be serious. Toby wouldn't want to divorce me.
LOL. You foolish girl. Sign these papers and let's end this charade you call marriage. Goodbye.
Hold on, Michelle. Are you the one that put him up to this? Michelle! Michelle, what is going on? I've been calling Toby, but it's not going through.
How do you get your job done if you're this dumb? Didn't I tell you he has moved on? Read the signs. He wants nothing to do with you again. He doesn't want to talk to you.
No, I refuse to believe that.
That's your choice, but your marriage is over whether you like it or not. I can see you didn't leave the hotel, after all, yesterday.
How could I after the terrible news you gave me yesterday?
Well, you can't stay at the hotel forever. Find a place to stay because you're not coming back to this house. We're kicking you out.
What? You're kicking me out of my house?
Ugh, just let me know when you sign the papers, okay?
I won't take this, just know that. Michelle, I can't believe I trusted you.
What do you want now? To gloat? I'm sure you're thrilled that my son kicked me out of his home and wants nothing more to do with me. His own mother.
No, I'm just sad that things got this bad. Don't you see what you did was horrible? You tried to ruin our marriage by sending me forged divorce papers. You also tried to steal the deeds of my house from my study. You don't know this, but I bought this house before I met your son, and he was perfectly okay with moving in with me. Even if we split, the house is still mine.
Oh, shut up. I did what I had to do for my son. You don't deserve him, and nothing you do will change that fact.
I'm sorry you feel this way. When Toby and I got married, I hoped we'd be friends.
Why would I be friends with you? You don't even know the first thing about being a woman.
Well, Toby has seen you for who you really are. After all, he's the one that caught you sneaking the deeds out of my study after you stole it. And then I came back just in time to tell him about the forged divorce papers.
I knew it. You're here to gloat.
No, you hurt your son. Now he's taking sick leave from work because of what you did to him. I have to be at home to take care of him.
Well, you're finally learning how to be a wife. You should thank me.
I guess I'll do that in court. I'm suing you, Michelle. You hurt my husband, and that means you hurt me. And I can't let that slide. We'll settle this in court.
You'll send your mother-in-law to court? How crude can you get?
Your son wants nothing to do with you anymore, and neither do I. I don't see you as my mother-in-law anymore. You'll be hearing from my lawyers soon.
Okay, I'm sorry, okay? This doesn't have to get to the court. We can settle it amicably within ourselves.
Too late, Michelle. Goodbye.
Just hold on and listen to me. I said I'm sorry. Just let it go. Helen!
Toby and I relented after a while and decided not to press charges anymore. But we made it clear that we wanted nothing more to do with Michelle. Toby took a long time to get over the fact that his mother tried to ruin his marriage, and he found it hard to forgive her. My husband and I slowly got back into the routine of our lives, excelling in our various fields. A year later, I fell pregnant and gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. It was then I realized just how lucky I was to have such a family, and I knew then that I would do anything to keep them close at all times.
Hey, is there anyone online here? It's me, your VIP guest. Oh, hello, Sandra. What do you need today? Yeah, prepare for me the most expensive, fanciest, and shiny evening gown that fits my huge diamond rings. I just caught the biggest fish of my life. Oh, whoa. Glad to hear that. That's right. You should be happy. It takes stupid old men willing to give me money so you can sell your dresses for a price like that. Let me tell you this. He fell in love with me this time. He even promised to divorce his wife to marry me and give me all his property. I'm going to be a millionaire. Oh no, not again. Huh? Nothing. I would love to hear your story. So why did you break up with the last man? I thought you said he owns 12 golf courses and would give you all if you could marry him. Well, the intention was that, but when we almost finished the marriage registration, suddenly his sons and daughter appeared. They hit me, kicked me out of his house, and forbade me to go near him, saying that I seduced the old man, causing him to neglect his family. Well, but that was the truth. What do you mean? It was truly a horrible day for you. Yeah, just a little more and I would become their mom. It should have been them who were kicked out of the house. So, how did you meet this new guy? I met him at the luxury mall. At the time, I was shopping and looking for a new target. Then I overheard his conversation with his mistress. He wanted to break up with his mistress because she was so boring. She kept crying and begging him. Oh, what a fool. Doesn't she know that men absolutely hate tears? But how did you know he's rich? Well, after he broke up with her, a man, who appeared to be his secretary, came to tell him that the $3 million project had been approved. But he didn't seem to care, even scolding the secretary that such a small project didn't need to bother him. Whoa, it sounds like he's the CEO of a big company. Yeah, I know. His secretary even gave the mistress a check as a farewell fee. I couldn't see it well, but it had at least 5 zeros. At that moment, I knew he was my next target. Also, he was very young and handsome. Very different from those dirty, greedy old men. It's worth living with him for the rest of my life, isn't it? Looks like you're determined to marry him this time. But how can you be sure that he's rich and would divorce his wife to come to you? Well, of course, baby. I always research carefully before approaching. I have researched carefully. He is currently the director of a real estate company, and the mall is his property. His wife is an ugly, boring housewife, and they have been married for 3 years, but still have no children. Do you know that no man can refuse a perfect, young, beautiful woman? And I am the one who has all those conditions. I'm not sure if what you're doing is right. Forgive me if what I'm about to say might upset you, but it's not advisable to destroy other people's families. There is nothing wrong here. I'm just going with nature. Think of it as simply that he is fed up with his life and his tasteless wife, and I'm more suitable for him. I am the one sent by God to help him get out of that life. Sandra, I think you should be careful about it. You can't always be lucky. One day you will regret what you have done. I just thought that you approached old men who were divorced or whose wives died early, so I didn't say anything until now. But destroying other families is not acceptable. Oh, come on. I told you my stories because you are just a lowly sales staff with no authority to judge me. Don't think if I tell you some stories we become friends, okay? Don't think that as a classy person like me will play with someone like you. No, I never think that. But I know this is unethical. Shut your mouth. It's none of your business. You only have the right to speak here when I rob your husband. Isn't your job just selling, caring for customers, and meeting their needs? Yes, that's right. Then I ask you to keep your mouth shut. Pretend you're so excited to hear my story. You should know, thanks to me, you have the highest sales every month in the store. It's a good thing that you and I both benefit. You need to correct your attitude toward me and money. And if you continue to annoy me with such teachings, don't blame me for reporting you to the superiors. I believe they would rather fire you than lose a VIP guest like me. I understand, Sandra. Please forgive me. So, how did you get his attention? I would love to know that. That's better. I would happily teach you how to make men love you if you wish. First, notice what kind of woman he's looking for. It can be seen that he does not love someone who has no career, is boring, and doesn't know how to take care of himself like his wife. From the other mistress, I could tell he also didn't like a woman who was too soft, mellow, and sweet. So what does all this mean? Does that mean he's looking for an interesting and powerful woman? Bingo! You're so smart, do you know it? Thank you. Then, after that, I just needed to incarnate into a rich, haughty lady just like he desires and make him pay attention to me. I spend the money the old men gave me to rent a supercar, and when he was driving away, I deliberately hit the back of his car. When I stepped down, I pretended to be sorry and wanted compensation. He was immediately attracted to my appearance and couldn't take his eyes off me. He said he didn't need monetary compensation, but just asked for my phone number and went to dinner with me. Whoa, you really are quite good at it. So you two had a romantic night together? No, silly, I just gave him some money and drove off right away. What? Why did you do that? Wasn't it really a good chance to get close to him? You don't seem to understand anything about men, do you? People often say that women are difficult to understand, but so are men. They want to find the perfect woman, but don't want to get her easily. So you just did that to make him curious and want to know more about you? Yeah, you got it. But how could he contact you when he didn't know who you were? Don't wait for the opportunity to come. Create it. I learned he usually comes to a cafe, so I waited there. And as soon as he saw me, he immediately tried to talk to me and invited me to eat. This time, I gave him a chance. I told my family he is very rich. My parents run a very famous hotel chain abroad, and he didn't doubt it. But aren't you afraid one day he will find out the truth? Oh, come on! No one knows the truth about me except you. But there's no way a poor person like you would know someone as rich as him, right? Besides, isn't hiring a few amateur actors to be my rich parents easy? You're really a professional, right? So, everything is going well? Absolutely, yes. Tomorrow night, he will bring me to the party of the elite and announce his divorce from his wife to marry me. I need the world's most magnificent dress tonight. I will take the spotlight off the party. Well, story time is over. Did you find the dress I needed? Ah, yes. Our store has just launched a limited edition in the special collection that perfectly suits your requirements. That sounds great. However, it's just... Just what? Don't tell me that someone bought it already. No, it's still here in the store, but the price is quite high. You insult me by saying such a thing, Helen. Helen, actually, with one letter F. Who cares? How dare you say I have no money? Haven't you heard me say I will be a millionaire's wife? How expensive can a dress be? Well, its price is $1.5 million. What? 1.5 million? Are you losing your mind? The price of the dress is quite expensive because we used very rare fabric and the whole dress is studded with diamonds. I think no one can be as beautiful as you if you wear that dress and show up at the party. All eyes will be on you. Every girl who shows up at the party will be jealous of you. Guys won't stop praising you as gorgeous as a princess. But if you feel the price is too high, I can recommend other beautiful dresses. Hey, I didn't say that I wouldn't buy it. Are you sure I will stand out in that dress? Yes, I can make sure about it. She will definitely be talked about and praised a lot by everyone. Well then, there's nothing my fiancé can't buy for me. Hold that dress for me. I'll go over to your store to try it on right now. Oh, yes. We are happy to serve you at any hour and at all times. Hey, Helen. Is the plan going well? Oh, yes. It's more than fine. She bought that dress at the price of $1.5 million. Can you believe it? I thought it would be difficult to convince her, but who knew that I could just flatter her with a few sentences? She was more than happy to do so and asked for money from that scumbag to buy it. Well, that's not too surprising. She thinks she's so smart, but it doesn't seem like she is. But if this story broke, would your store lose credibility? Oh, dear, don't worry about me. She deserves payback for what she did to you. Besides, I never told her it was a real diamond. What about your side? Is everything okay? Did he sign it? Yeah, he signed the agreement already. I was so scared at the time. I did as you said, sandwiching that agreement in the middle of the company's papers. At first, He was going to read through those papers, but luckily he received a call from her because he saw her name on the phone, so he signed it quickly and left. Phew! That was close. He'll regret answering that phone call. Helen, should we do this? Is it too cruel? Come on, Amanda. Don't flake out on me now. Think about what he did to you. Obviously, you helped him build that company. Through his most difficult times, the person by his side was you. And look how he treated you. He intends to divorce you to marry that slut. You're right. It's high time I let this go and do what I gotta do to live a new life. It's time to take back what rightfully belongs to me. It's well deserved, my friend. You wouldn't believe how boastful she is and how proud she feels when she seduces an awful and poor man. I really had to hold my tongue with her. I have to admit, I love it when she finds out that she is the joke. Hey, Helen. Yes? Thank you for always being by my side and helping me. If it weren't for you, I would probably be in pain forever and be kicked out of the house by him with nothing to show for it. Thank you, Helen. You are my angel. Well, you did say that I am your angel. Yes, you are. Oh, wait. Where are you right now? I just met the lawyer. I'm quite near to your store. What's up? Great. Then come here quickly. You have to come and try on the special dress I made just for you. You have to be the belle of the ball at the party tomorrow night. And showing everyone the real diamonds. Yes, I'm coming right now. What's happening? Are you messing with me? What do you want? Why are people at the party saying that the diamonds on my dress are fake? I paid a huge amount of money to buy it, right? And why was another girl wearing the same dress as me showing up at the party and everyone saying that it's the real version? When I tried on the dress, you told me this was the only one in the world, right? I need an explanation now. No wonder the liberal elites have a very keen eye. Their reaction exceeded my expectations. I thought you had crawled away somewhere to hide just as you should. You. So you know about all this? Aren't you supposed to be smart? Use your brain, my dear. Ugh! How dare you dress me in a dress with fake diamonds like that? You conned me out of $1.5 million for it. I'm going to call the police. You'll be sorry. I'll make you pay. Police? Go ahead. What? Then, Amanda divorced her terrible husband and won the entire property. At first, he couldn't accept this, so he clung to Amanda and tried to harm her. I was so worried about her that I took her home. Then, her husband has been arrested. In the end, she and my brother got together. It turned out that my brother had been secretly in love with Amanda for a long time. I'm very happy to see them stay together. As for that gold digger Sandra, she won't be deceiving anyone any longer. She became poor and had to sell all her goods to live. But she still refuses to work and spends lavishly. What a happy ending for everyone.